Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the New York compression trick, which is also called parallel compression. The idea is that you have the original dry unprocessed track combined with the signal run through a compressor, blending into the master bus, and you have essentially the best of both worlds. You have the dry unprocessed signal for its crispness and clarity, and you have the processed signal with compression that gives it its fatness and power. So you combine the two into a really nice strong signal that can be very effective on a lot of different instruments and voice. I'm going to use this snare track that I've made as an example of the New York compression trick. So you can see here it's really just a clip of a snare. I've put a gate on it to clean it up because there was a lot of bleed from the hi-hat. So to create this technique, we're going to create something like a reverb send. We're going to make an aux track, and in this case it'll be mono because the snare drum is mono. Set the input of the aux track to bus 1 and send the signal from the snare to that bus. We probably want to have this be pre-fader because we want to have the compression on this track controlled separately from the amount of signal that goes into the dry track. So what we have now with the send is our dry signal moving into the master bus through this fader, and then a send directing that signal to a second destination, the aux return track, where we can modulate the level of that separately. So we want to use a pre-fader on the send bus, which is not the default. Then we will put a compressor as an insert on our aux track, and I'll just use the standard Pro Tools compressor. So I'm just going to mute the dry track for a second, and because we're pre-fader, we'll be able to hear the track with the compression on it. So using the New York compression trick, you can actually go a little further into the world of compression on the compression track because you're going to have the clarity of the original dry track mixed in. Sometimes we don't want to go as far with the compression as you might be able to because it, distorts the sound in some way, makes it sound a little muddy or distant. But we have the original dry track to help us keep it present in the mix. So once you have a nice compressed sound happening on the aux track, you can balance the two, the compressed signal on the aux track and the dry signal on the original track. So that's it, New York compression trick. Dry signal sent to an aux with the compressor inserted into the aux, balance the two, the dry signal versus the compressed signal. It's great for all kinds of things. You can use it with vocals, very good for vocals. You can use it with bass, drums, all kinds of stuff. So it's always a good option. Anytime you feel like you need a lot of compression, the New York compression trick is a good option because you get, again, the best of both worlds. Lots of strong, powerful compression and clarity from the original signal. That's it. See you. Bye.